Hello everyone and welcome to RS Learning. In this video, we will start with the chapter of history which is Nationalism in India. Just to make it easy for you to learn, we have divided the entire chapter into a number of videos. We will be covering the following topics. First, we will see the nationalism phase of the years after First World War. Then, we will talk about the return of Mahatma Gandhi and his idea of Satyagraha which he brought with him from South Africa. Then we talk of the Rowlatt Act, its powers, the Jallianwala Bagh massacre which happened in Amritsar. Then we move on to the non-cooperation movement and joining of the Khilafat movement with it. Then comes the civil disobedience movement which was launched after the non-cooperation, its participants and the limits of the movement. And finally we talk about the last section of the chapter which is the sense of collective belongings. So starting with the chapter, from the year 1919 we see that the feeling of nationalism started spreading into the new areas involving new groups and new ideas for the struggle of independence. So let's see, ऐसा क्या हुआ कि लोग एकदम से बढ़ चढ़कर आगे आने लग गए Britishers के against, that there was such a huge rise in involvement of people and agitations against the Britishers. First, the entire First World War was fought on war loans. It led to an increase in defense expenditure and increase in taxes. Custom duties were increased, income tax was introduced by the government. पूरा war loans पर लग गया था जिसको recover करने के लिए tax को increase कर दिया गया था. Then price of each and every commodity almost doubled between the war years. Forced recruitment in the army for First World War in the rural areas caused widespread anger. Then in 1918 to 1919 and again in 1920-21, crops failed in many parts of India, again causing hardships for the common people. This was also accompanied by the influenza epidemic, as a result of which 12 to 13 million people died due to famine and epidemic. इन दोनों की वजह से famine और epidemic की वजह से 1 करोड़ से ज़्यादा लोगों की डेथ होगी. So इन सब incidents की वजह से there was such an anger against the Britishers which eventually came out in the form of an increased struggle against them. लोग इतना गुस्सा हो गए थे उनसे कि अब लोगों ने उनके खिलाफ struggle ज़्यादा अपनी बढ़ा दी उनके against. Now comes the next topic which includes the return of Mahatma Gandhi and the idea of Satyagraha. Mahatma Gandhi returned from South Africa in January 1915 with his idea of Satyagraha or mass agitation. He had won against the racist regime in South Africa with the same noble method. एक ऐसी गवर्नमेंट से लड़के आए थे जो कलर के ऊपर डिफरेंशिएट करती थी लोगों के बीच. वहाँ पे उन्होंने इस सेम मेथड से उनके खिलाफ लड़े एंड जीत के आए थे. He believed that if the cause was true, अगर आप सच के लिए लड़ रहे हो, the struggle was against injustice. अगर आप अन्याय के विरुद्ध हो, so आपको physical force की ज़रूरत तक नहीं है to fight against the oppressor. He believed that this dharma of non-violence can unite all Indians and help them to win the independence against Britishers. उनको लगता था कि इस non-violence के धर्म से सब Indians एकजुट हो उनके against independence ले सकते हैं. He organized Satyagraha movement in various places once he returned to India. His first Satyagraha was in Champaran of Bihar in 1916 for the peasants working as plantation workers. Then his second Satyagraha was in 1917 for the peasants of Khera district, Gujarat, and then again in 1918 for the cotton mill workers of Ahmedabad. So 3 Satyagraha किए as soon as he returned back to India. Now comes the Rowlatt Act and the Jallianwala Bagh massacre. Rowlatt Act was passed by the Imperial Legislative Council in 1919. अब इस एक्ट की पावर क्या थी? It gave the Britishers enormous power to separate political prisoners and held them captive for 2 years even without a trial. बिना किसी कोर्ट के केस के आप 2 साल तक किसी को भी बंद करके रख सकते हो. Gandhi started a civil disobedience against this, which was to start at 6th April with a हड़ताल. For this, रैलीज ऑर्गेनाइज की गई, वर्कर्स स्ट्राइक पर चले गए, रेलवे वर्कशॉप्स, शॉप्स सब बंद कर दिए गए ना. अब जैसे जैसे गवर्नमेंट को दिखा कि कंट्रोल उनके हाथ से जा रहा है. So to take the situation in control, local leaders were picked up from Amritsar. Gandhiji wasn't allowed to enter Delhi, and police fired upon a peaceful protest in Amritsar, which resulted in counter-attacks on government offices. लोगों ने गुस्से में गवर्नमेंट ऑफिस पे अटैक करना शुरू कर दिया. As a result, martial law was imposed and General Dyer took the command. In the following days, the infamous Jallianwala Bagh massacre took place in Punjab, Amritsar. अब क्या था जलियांवाला बाग मैसेकर, कब हुआ, कैसे हुआ? On 13th April 1919, many people assembled in Jallianwala Bagh to attend the annual बैसाखी मेला. बैसाखी का दिन था, लोग बैसाखी मेला अटेंड करने आए थे और काफ़ी लोगों को पता तक नहीं था कि मार्शल लॉ इम्पोज हो चुका है. Now seeing the people assembled in an area, General Dyer entered the complex and blocked the only entry. सिर्फ एक एंट्री थी बाहर निकलने की, उनने वो ब्लॉक कर दी. After doing this, he fired upon the innocent people, killing hundreds and wounding thousands. His motive, as he declared later, was to produce a moral effect. लोगों को डरा देना चाहते थे अंदर तक, ये उनका मेन मोटिव था. As the news of this incident spread, people took to streets and there were even more violent clashes between the police and the people. The government responded brutally to this. People were humiliated, forced to rub their nose, and even forced to do salam to the Britishers. Some villages were bombed even in Punjab. Seeing the violence spread, Mahatma Gandhi decided to call off the movement. अब उनको जब दिखा कि इतना ज़्यादा वायलेंस हो गया तो उन्होंने मूवमेंट को वापस फिर से रोल बैक कर लिया, वापस कर लिया मूवमेंट. So, though the Rowlatt Act Satyagraha was a widespread movement, still it was limited to towns and urban centers only. गांधी जी को दिख गया कि ये सिर्फ शहरों तक सीमित रह गया. सो उनको एक बात समझ आ गई कि अगर इंडिपेंडेंस चाहिए तो उनको एक ऐसी मूवमेंट लानी पड़ेगी जो रूरल साइड्स तक जा सके. ही फेल्ट दैट अ मोर ब्रॉडर मूवमेंट वाज नीडेड दैट कुड स्प्रेड टू रूरल साइड्स टू. अब उनको ये लगा कि अगर ये चाहिए तो हिंदू मुस्लिम यूनाइट बहुत ज़्यादा ज़रूरी है हमारी कंट्री में. ही वॉज श्योर दैट अ हिंदू मुस्लिम यूनाइट वॉज नीडेड एट दिस टाइम. सो खिलाफत इशू प्रोवाइड हिम विद द सेम मोटिव, विद द सेम चांस. अब क्या था खिलाफत इशू? The Ottoman Emperor or the Khalifa was also the spiritual head of the Islamic world. Islamic world के spiritual head भी थे वो emperor, who lost in the First World War, and it was rumored that a harsh peace treaty was to be imposed on him, taking away all his powers. उनकी सारी पावर दे ली जाएगी. So to defend the temporal powers of Khalifa, a Khilafat committee was formed in Bombay in March 1919. March 1919 को बॉम्बे में खिलाफत कमेटी बनी. किसने बनाई? It was formed by the Ali brothers Muhammad Ali and Shaukat Ali. They discussed with Gandhiji about the mass agitation on the issue, and Gandhiji saw it as an opportunity to unite all Hindus and Muslims. Hence, in the Calcutta session of September 1920, he proposed that the non-cooperation should be launched in support of Khilafat as well as Swaraj. उनको दिखा कि इससे हिंदू मुस्लिम को यूनाइट कर सकते हो, तो उन्होंने इस टॉपिक को कांग्रेस के अंदर उठाया कि इसको लॉन्च करते हैं खिलाफत एज वेल एज स्वराज के मोटिव से. दोनों मोटिव होंगे, खिलाफत भी होगा और स्वराज भी होगा, ताकि हिंदू और मुस्लिम दोनों साथ आ सकें. So students, first video ends here only. You can get the link of the second part in the description below. Thanks for watching this video and don't forget to subscribe for more such videos. Also, if you have any suggestions for us, then do write in the comments below. Keep learning, keep watching.